What's up, guys? Logic over emotion, and today I want to talk about this idea of Trump's America versus Biden's America. According to Joe Biden, the America we live in today, with all the violence, is a result of Trump's America, and all the blame goes directly to Trump. But whose fault is it really? And what does Joe Biden's America actually look like? Well, let's get into it. Now, before we begin the video, I'd like to ask you to like, comment, and share. If this is your first time here at Logic Over Emotion, consider hitting that subscribe button. We'd love to have you as part of the channel because here we bring the hard truth while others are busy virtue signaling. Alright, so recently Joe Biden blamed Trump for escalating violence at protests in cities across the country while condemning the destructive elements of the racial justice demonstrations. Now, keep in mind, as we said before, they just now started admitting that there were riots and that they were dangerous. Which took them months to do. Then Joe Biden goes on to say that Trump has long ago forfeited any moral leadership in this country and that he can't stop the violence because for years he's fomented it. Interesting point here, how many times have we seen Trump actually advocate for violence? Because when I think about violence in this country, at least right now, I don't think of a red hat wearing patriot hurting people and burning down buildings. I tend to associate those things with Antifa and Black Lives Matter. It's no secret that there have been multiple Democrats who have called for violence. We all remember the speech that Maxine Waters gave where she said, if you see some of these people in public, get a crowd and push back on them. When have you ever seen this from the right? There have been countless Democrats that have not condemned the violence while advocating for more presence in the street. And as his poll numbers continue to dwindle, Biden goes on to say this, and I quote, "I want to be very clear about all of this. Rioting is not protesting, looting is not protesting, setting fires is not protesting, none of this is protesting. It's lawlessness, plain and simple, and those who do it should be prosecuted. Violence will not bring change, it will only bring destruction. It's wrong in every way. It divides instead of unites." End of quote. Now, isn't it funny how this is so clear now? I mean, with his poll numbers falling, all of a sudden he gains a few values. And his mention of people that should be prosecuted is interesting, since in some of these democratic cities that are burning to the ground, they didn't even want to prosecute the rioters. It's so funny seeing them doing this dance as if they can start spewing all of this and that we wouldn't see the contrast to what they were spewing before. So Biden clearly admits that this nonsense is causing division, and the Democrats are the ones calling for more riots. Whose America is it really? And I think Trump said it best, and I quote, "These left-wing rioters are Joe Biden supporters trashing cities run by Democrats who support his candidacy. He has repeatedly given them cover by excusing their violence, by calling them peaceful protesters and accusing law enforcement of stoking the fires of division. It's almost impossible to tell where his campaign ends and Antifa begins. You won't be safe in Joe Biden's America." End of quote. And he's absolutely right. Nothing on the right has been a reason behind America falling apart. Everything from closing the economy to these crazy riots have Democrats written all over them. Now listen to what Joe Biden says here, and I quote, "Do I look like a radical socialist with a soft spot for rioters? Really? I want a safe America, safe from COVID, safe from crime and looting, safe from racially motivated crime and violence, safe from bad cops. Let me be crystal clear, safe from 4 more years of Donald Trump." End of quote. Now, if I were to take that last statement I just read you, safe from 4 more years of Donald Trump, please tell me where Donald Trump had anything to do with anything he mentioned. Trump was against rioters from the start. Trump followed protocol on COVID from the start. Safe from crime and looting. Oh, he means from his followers. I am still waiting to see the crowd of MAGA hat wearing criminals burning down buildings. And last I checked, the only racism I'm seeing is from your supporters as well. Safe from bad cops. Yeah, we can agree on that one. Though there are so few in numbers, we shouldn't even be having the conversation of racism based on such a few isolated cases that have nothing to do with skin color. So Joe Biden basically wants to provide us safety from his America. Got it. So after already looking like a fool for all this crap he's spewing, Joe Biden goes on to say this, and I quote, "If I were president, my rhetoric would be less divisive. I'd be looking to lower the temperature in America, not raise it. I'd be looking to unite the nation." End of quote. Now this is confusing to me because you just admitted that the riots caused division and It was you guys openly pushing for more riots and presence in the streets. So if you became president, all of a sudden that would change. Quick question: why isn't that what you were going for from the beginning? So Trump offering help to get rid of the riots is raising the temperature. Trump wanting to open the economy and get people back to work is raising the temperature. Trump wanting to open schools and get children back to learning is raising the temperature. You really cannot make this stuff up. And this next part really lost me. I mean, really lost me, because Biden then accused Trump of encouraging his supporters to clash with protesters, which he said had led to deadly encounters in the streets. Newsflash: the riots, they were already deadly. And then he goes on to point out Kyle Rittenhouse, of course, but we already covered that, so I don't need to get into those details. But I will say that wasn't due to anyone's encouragement. You have people seeing people, getting hurt and losing their lives and all this stupidity, and some are taking it upon themselves to fight back. There would be no need for any of this to happen had Joe Biden and the Democrats come right out and condemned the violence of the riots instead of acting like it didn't exist. So let me ask you, what America do you want? Joe Biden's, where we have, a lockdown economy, kids not in school, riots in the streets, Democrats only condemning them when it starts hurting their poll numbers, Democrats attacking the voting system to try to take advantage of it, and then try to claim Trump wants to steal the election simply because he wants it fair and secure? I don't know about you, but Trump's America sounds much better. Now, I know it's been a while since we have seen what Trump's America looks like without Democratic interference, so let's hop in the time machine and go back pre-COVID. The economy was booming. Stock market was at an all-time high. Minority unemployment was at all-time lows. Jobs were being created faster than ever before. And let's not forget other accomplishments such as prison reform, which led to many people getting out of jail due to Trump. Let's not forget how he has positioned us better in the world market, where we aren't being taken advantage of like before in various trade deals. Let's not forget what he has done for the Black community as far as funding for HBCUs. And let's not forget about the most important fact of all: Trump put America first. So I think I'll take Trump's America. That's it for this one, guys. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You guys take care.